Okay, everybody. Hey, welcome to our Sunday night Patreon. And all I gotta say is, wow, there's so much happened this weekend. So much. I can't. So, before we get started into the whole Star Wars Galaxy Edge, I want to say a big welcome to our new Patreon members. Welcome!
Hey guys, welcome to the family.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Chris.
I'm Amanda.
Yeah, and we're Provost Park Pass.
This place really is family. So you join Patreon, you are part of our family. Ask us questions, get to know us. We are just a big community and we just love everyone here. We're so freaking excited to have everyone here.
And that's what the Sunday night videos for is. You can ask us questions. And most questions we get are about Disney and we love that. But you can ask us anything. We get a lot of personal questions. If you have a kid who doesn't understand their homework, go ahead and ask. We'll try our best to answer. If we don't even know the answer, we'll make it up somehow. Right?
Yeah, well, we are back. We just got back from Batuu, and I'm telling you, I truly feel like we just got back from another planet. Like, I feel like we've been on another planet all weekend, and we just landed back here on Earth. So, wow.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Amazing. So, we're dying to talk about that experience. So, we're going to talk about that experience first, and then we'll get into our questions.
Yeah.
Some of these questions might be answered kind of as we go.
Okay.
With our experience for this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So we had a reservation on opening day. So how Star Wars works until June 23rd, right? June 23rd. Yep. So you actually have to have a reservation to be able to go in. And the reservation system is a 4-hour ticket, essentially. And so how it worked is we were so nervous the night before. You know, Chris had already been in there and he had already checked it out, but we were there with Thumbnails Dave and Zach. And we were like all excited and nervous, and we kind of went out and got some dinner Thursday night before, and we were like, what time do we have to wake up? Like, do we need to be up at 2 a.m? Like, you know, how crazy is this going to be? And we actually decided not to wake up at 2 a.m, thank goodness, because we didn't know how the crowds would be or what to expect. But our reservations were at 11, and we had to be at the check-in at Launch Bay in Tomorrowland at 9 a.m. And so we got to Disneyland at what time? 7?
So, well, So, the thing is we were worried that security was going to take hours. Yeah. And we were worried that getting into Disneyland was going to take hours. So we were thinking of like, well, should we get up and go at 5:30? We figured it'd take an hour to get through security. We figured it'd take an hour to get into Disneyland. 5:30, that would give us 7:30, and then we could just wait there Main Street till 9 o'clock. That was the plan. But then we decided, well, we'll do 6. We thought we'd push to 6:30.
6:30. Okay, so we got to security, and it was a breeze. There was one person there
in front of us,
and then we got to the Disneyland Main Street, and we walked right in. I have never seen it that empty since maybe like 15 years ago. Like a ghost town in November 15 years ago. Yeah. No one was there, you guys. It was just beautiful and calm and relaxing and smooth. Disneyland had everything set up, everything organized, so smooth. So we checked in at Launch Bay, and you had to have your ID. You had to have photo ID in your reservation. So we got in, we showed our IDs, we showed our tickets, and they give you a wristband. So the wristbands have your time for the day, and they're different colors for each time. So if you have the, what was the first time?
8 a.m.
So 8 a.m. to noon or 11 to 3. Yep. And the reservations would overlap for an hour, but then you'd have, you know, your group. So we got that. It was so smooth. Then we wandered around. We rode some rides even.
So the reservations, I mean, I'm just going to explain a little bit about the process. So you show your government ID, like Amanda says. Then when you walk out of Launch Bay, they scan your wristband to activate it. And the times are 8 a.m., 11, 2, 5, and then 8 o'clock at night. There's 5 different times there, and then for 4 hours. So the best times, really, if you can, is the 8 a.m. or the 8 p.m. because then you only have overlap for about an hour. But the 11, you have overlap for an hour of the first group, then overlap of the last group because it's from 11 to 3, and the next group starts at 2. So there's that. So that's kind of cool if you can get those other ones. But it wasn't that bad. No. I was surprised. It wasn't as crowded. I thought it was going to be crazy crowded. And then I'm going to let Amanda finish this.
So, we ended up having, the check-in process was so smooth. We ended up having about, like an hour and a half before we were even able to line up to go in. And there were no crowds there.
Nobody.
Like 10-minute wait for Peter Pan. You guys, 10 minutes. Peter Pan. We rode Peter Pan. We walked around. We got some food. It was so calm and so relaxing. So we finally went and lined up around 10:30 for 11 o'clock reservation, and we were in the Critter Country entrance. So by Hungry Bear.
want to tell. Okay,
What?
I don't.
What?
I don't
What do I
want
want to tell what?
Amanda's like, don't interrupt me. So I'm trying so hard not to interrupt me. I'm trying. All the travel vlogs were said, do not go this weekend.
Yeah.
And do not go, and do not go. And it was crazy. There was nobody there. And I was talking to some cast members, and they said that yesterday in the evening that they're like, what do we do at the tiki room? Nobody showed up at the tiki room for an hour because nobody was there. They're all there strictly to see Star Wars Land. So we've learned in the future, guys, if they do this again, we're all going on opening day because nobody was at Disneyland.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, people are scared off. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, baby, you can act stuff. My goodness. Don't be like, I can't interrupt.
I'm not.
you.
I'm like, I get all excited. I'm like, oh, here we go.
So we lined up at the Critter Country entrance, and there's 3 entrances to Star Wars Land, but only 2.
No, there's 3 entrances. There's two that are in Frontierland, and one is in the.
But do they only have 2 open to get in for reservations? I feel like
They only had one that was open for reservations, so they
Oh.
rotated. So
Oh, they rotate.
like we went
Okay.
the one time they had you go to Critter Country, and then one time we went in and we went in the Frontierland entrance. So
Okay.
they have you go in one entrance, and you don't know what entrance that's going to be, and they rotate it out. Then people leave out the other entrances. So,
Okay, so we
yeah.
were Critter Country, and
Yeah.
people started lining up, and
Yeah.
it didn't seem. I mean, it was crowded, that's for sure, but way less people than I expected in my brain.
Yeah.
So finally, it's time to go in, and it was like reverent. I don't know what other word to describe it. Like I thought people would be pushing each other and shoving. I'm like, wow. It was just like hushed reverence.
Yeah.
Everyone was in shock. Everyone was in shock walking into the land.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because this isn't. There's some people kind of complained about this, and I didn't think this is worthy of a complaint. Was they said that it didn't feel very Disney-esque. And that is true. When you walk on, you feel like you're in Batu. You
Yeah.
feel like you're on a different planet.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I felt
Yeah.
like that's the Star Wars experience.
Yeah.
And then I had some other people who were like, well, there's only one ride open. Only one ride is open at this particular time. The whole land
It's an attraction.
is an attraction. Everything. They stay in character the entire time. All the people stay
Yeah.
in the character. And so the greetings are like when somebody comes in and during the day they say bright suns. That's how they
Yes.
greet you. And then in the evening they say rising moons. That's how they greet you. And then when you leave they say tilt the spires. And they greet you like this. And we had this one cast member come up to us. He's all dressed up in his garb. And he was obviously a fan of Provost Park Passes. And I love that. And he wanted to tell us that, but he had to stay in character. So he came up and he's like, in a different life, on my data tab, he's like, on my viewing device, I watched a video that you guys have done, and he goes, I appreciate the amount of effort that you do in these videos for our viewing pleasure. And and I was like, oh my gosh, he's talking to me like I'm in Batu. And they don't call annual passports like when you do like if you buy something, you get like a discount for annual passport holders. They don't say they call it they call it the blue card. Do you have the blue card or the frequent traveler card is what they call it.
That's awesome.
So it was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, so the whole thing is just an immersive experience.
Yeah.
It's an experience. And so you walk in, we walked in through the Critter Country area, and it's kind of more of like foresty, like is it the Resistance base camp?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And then that kind of leads into the bazaar, but then you can also kind of go around to the other different like shops, and then the Millennium Falcon and the Smuggler's Run ride is kind of towards the end of where we entered in. And I mean, people were losing their minds at that point. Like grown men were crying seeing the Millennium Falcon.
For
like,
sure.
Just weeping at that point. I was like, man, and people are gonna have to go to the hospital. Like,
yeah. And these are some quick tips I'll give for the Patreon members. There's really going to be 3 areas that when you go in, if you go during the reservations, that are going to be hit really hard at first.
Yeah.
And so you're going to have to choose what you want to do. People make a beeline for Smuggler's Run.
Yep,
Go straight
of
there.
course.
They make a beeline to the lightsaber,
Yes.
the create your own lightsaber, and they make a beeline to the cantina. Now, what I would recommend is everybody goes right to the lightsaber, to the Millennium Falcon ride.
Yeah.
Then they all ride that, and for the first hour, it takes a while. Then after that, then everyone wants to see everything else. And the wait time went down to like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I would wait and then wait for that group, the lull. And then when the next group's about to come in, go be right before that. Because when that next group comes in, it goes right back up to like the hour and a half wait. If that's something that's really important to you.
If you have reservations.
Yeah. My favorite thing was the cantina. I love the cantina. And that is going to be, if you want to do that, the second your reservation becomes available, you got to go straight there. And it's going to be an hour to an hour and 20-minute wait to probably just get in, even if it's the first thing you do, because people are going to be there. But it's so fun inside.
Yeah, because that line never went down. So Smuggler's Run did go down to like a 15-minute wait for sure.
And they got to the point where
cantina was always long.
They cut the cantina lines off. So they said, sorry, we won't allow people in. And so we had Fast Pass Facts was there. We hang out with them. And they were sad they could never get in the cantina because they would go and like, lines cut off. So there's that. And then the last big thing is this lightsaber experience. And that supposedly takes about an hour to build your lightsaber. And some people even said that it was like spiritual. Like it was crazy. But that also fills up. They only take reservations, and once the reservations are full, you can't do that anymore. So I would recommend going to Canteen and then doing Smuggler's Run, then to the bazaar, and kind of walk around, I'll see everything. But those are just some thoughts there.
And my favorite experience was actually the droid building activity. So we just pushed that video out earlier today, and that was my favorite. So I had zero, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I had zero interest in building a droid. I wanted to ride the ride, and I wanted to try the food. That was on my list of things to do there. Didn't really care about the droids at all. So Chris was in there kind of doing the video, and I was beep bopping around. I think I got like a Coke from the thermal detonators. And I came in to check on them, and I saw the place, and I was like, wow, this is cool. This is really, really, really
she
cool.
Loved it.
And so I kind of started like poking around and seeing what was going on and looking at the droids, and I was sold like that. I was like, this is incredible.
And we I don't know if you guys know, so we posted a video today about the droid experience. We're trying to do a lot of videos just for this one big celebration. As you know, usually only do one video a week.
Yeah.
But because Star Wars, we're going to do a lot. But YouTube had a problem today, and their notification system didn't work. So we didn't know that. We put out our video, and it didn't notify. Nobody got emails. They got their notifications. So if you didn't know that, there is a video out there about the droid experience.
Yep.
So okay.
It was so great. It was so great. That was my favorite experience. So that, how long would you say that you were in line for that? 45 minutes?
No, about an hour.
Okay, so an hour wait for that one too. That's just because it is a personalized experience too. Like you actually build your droid.
Yeah.
So just think of it as an experience. Like don't think about the wait times to, wait in line. It's the experience of it.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Those are
You got some questions?
That's a little highlight. Let's get into our questions.
First of all, before we get into questions, I have to say this. I got this message from Jar, or is it Jar?
It's Jar, like Mason Jar. That's for sure. Kirsten, clarified.
I knew this whole time.
Got it.
It is Jar. Anyways, Jar sends me this message like, "Hey, looks like you're having fun at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but I'm doing Rock Band tonight." And he was all dressed in the garb for Rock Band, and he had like his like Guns N' Roses shirt. And for those of you new to our Patreon, even our older Patreon subscribers probably don't know this. Whenever Jar seems to karaoke or Rock Band, he loses his shirt halfway through the night. Jar, we want to see a photo. I'm sure there's a photo. There's a photo. Anyways, I know that Star Wars Galaxy Edge was up here, but Jar, Rock Band, right there. Okay.
All right, awesome. Okay, so here's a question from
Kevin. Hey, Kevin, it's been so long. I'm so glad you're back. I know you guys have been super busy. Welcome back.
This one is about Galaxy's Edge.
Sure.
How do you keep track of how do they keep track of how long you've been at Galaxy's Edge? The colored wristbands.
Well, and then what they do is, so your colored wristbands, that lets them know what time. But once your time's expired, they don't necessarily kick you out, but you can no longer do the activities. You can't ride the rides. You can't go to Cantina. You can't buy merchandise. You can't buy food. You can't go and do anything. So you can still walk around and see everything. And then after a while, if they do see they will kind of your time's gone. They'll kind of encourage you to leave. Gently. But so you really can't do anything. So a lot of people, you'd be surprised how much you can do in that 4 hours.
Yeah, we actually felt good.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, this is.
And when you go in, so like Amanda talked about how they scan it. When you go in, they have you walk through with your wristbands up as everyone's walking through so they can see it. They're checking every single person. Then right as you get to the door, they scan it one more time. Boop. And then they let you in. So it's the security.
But it was very smooth and very organized.
Yes,
so
very
got
organized.
it down and it worked. At least from what I could tell, the reservation system worked really well.
I agree with that.
And even when the two groups were overlapping, it was definitely more crowded, but it wasn't
too bad.
It wasn't too bad. And then once the group left, and then it was just your group in the reservation, it wasn't crowded at all. The lines were long for the lightsaber in the cantina. Because there's a personal experience, but as far as walking around the land, it was very
I will say
calm.
This. If you do get the reservation, I think the best was the 8 at night reservation from 8 to midnight. It looks different at night. It looks so pretty, but at about 10 o'clock, it was there almost everything you want to do. You couldn't do the cantina or the lightsabers because those reservations are already filled. But we rode the Smuggler's Run like 3 times, like just walked on. And we went and got food and we saw merchandise. And so it was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think they've got down smooth.
Makia!
Hi, Makia.
Hey, Makia.
It was fun to see you on the live. I noticed his
Yes.
comments on the
Yes.
live.
I appreciate it. So thank you so much for Makia for being that, because I am not a live person. Amanda is so good at that stuff, and she's like, her personality shines through, and she's like bubbly, and so Amanda called me and told me to do the live, and so when I saw like a Patreon member would say something, it encouraged
it's so
me.
good seeing like Jonathan and
friendly comments, because I'm
Doug
not,
was in there.
Yeah.
and I'm so sorry if I'm missing people, but it was so fun to see you guys.
I appreciate it.
We
I appreciate
recognize our
that.
patrons, and it just like makes us feel
I
warm
appreciate
and
that.
safe. I don't know
Yeah.
how to describe
Exactly.
it. Like, oh, good. Like our people are here.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Okay.
So he just said, just saw a video that included the secret room in Lamplight Lounge. Anyone have a chance to get in there or know how to use it or get a reservation?
I don't know, Makia, and I'm going to say that we haven't given a lot of love to DCA lately, but we're
Yeah,
switching
for
it up.
DCA.
In fact, this weekend, Amanda is ready to do another video for DCA.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
We got to give DCA some more love.
We call that a tease.
Okay.
So,
All right, this is from Austin.
Yay!
He's got
Okay.
a huge announcement.
yes, I know what it is.
Okay, you tell it. You tell it.
Austin rode Guardians of the Galaxy woo! For his very first time, and Austin gets very nervous on drop rides, and we went there and
We've
met.
been trying to get him to do it since like September.
September, and we finally got there, and we rode the drop ride with him, and I held his hand. Not really, but
We've got a picture, I think. Vivian
it's
posted a
hilarious.
picture
And
of
his
it.
face was like this. But after the end, he's like, I don't know. I think I kind of liked it. As we get off the ride, the lady, she goes, I love your videos, the worker. And she gave us fast passes to go do it again. But we did. Austin's like, that's too much. He's like,
one is probably enough. We don't want to
but Austin, congratulations.
It was so cool though. Like the whole cart cheered.
Yeah,
for
I
it.
announced
Cheered
it.
for
That was his
Austin,
very first
and
time, so they all cheered
It was
for him.
awesome. It was so
Yeah.
fun. Okay, so Austin is
Yes.
so he is giving updated Patreon meetup dates.
Yes.
So it's looking like June 28th.
Okay.
Possibly around 8 p.m. And Jonathan said he could do June 28th. That's a Friday.
I'm going to commit to it.
Okay, so June
So-
28th, 8 p.m. That'll be good. A little nighttime
I'm committing to this. June 28th, that is a Friday.
in Disneyland.
In Disneyland.
Or downtown Disney or DCA. Any of the three of those.
Amanda or I or both of us for sure will be there.
Perfect.
Guaranteed.
Okay.
So if
All right.
anybody wants to make that trek down to June 28th to Disneyland that particular weekend,
Yeah.
it's a Friday evening. We'll just hang out, ride some rides. Maybe get Austin to ride Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Or maybe we all could write It's a Small World or do Tiki Room or something fun. Just have a lot of fun. And if for those of you, I know there are some Patreon members out there who are a little more quiet and they do watch the videos. And you want to come down, come hang
Yeah,
out with us.
just
We
come
love
hang
it.
out. It'll
And
be
so
really fun.
that would be awesome. And so that is a guarantee that
June
either I will be there
28th.
or
Okay.
Amanda will be there or Amanda and I will both be there.
And Austin says, wear your Provost Parkcast t-shirt.
Yes. We're the Patreon Provost Park
Okay,
messages.
perfect.
Great idea. Okay.
Good. All right. This one, oh man.
Oh,
I feel so bad if I can't pronounce the first part of this name. So Scott, I'm just going to say Scott. Because Scott,
I'm going to try.
now Scott, we need to talk because
Amanda
I think
would-
Scott lived
Yeah.
in Guilin, right? Wait, what were you going to say?
No, I wasn't going to say that. Go ahead.
And so Scott lived in China.
And Amanda lived in
And I
China.
lived in China.
She lived in Suzhou
Yeah.
for, is that how you pronounce Suzhou?
Suzhou.
Suzhou for 6-7 months. So
Yeah.
it's Queen. Oh, Scott, I'm so sorry. Queenzhen.
Okay, so you got to like help spell us out. So
Yeah.
I did live in China, but I don't know how to pronounce anything.
I apologize that.
But
I'm going to call you
it is-
Q.
It is cool. to-
I've decided I'm going to call you Q because your first name starts with Q. I'm so sorry.
Baby-
Scott, let me tell you how bad this is. We have a Patreon member. His name is Jar, Jar, and we mispronounced his name for about a year. So your name has a lot more letters than that. So just give us a little slack, but that's okay. Anyways, you're awesome. And your question is, have we ever visited Walt's apartment? We have not. You can do it on reservations. We actually had an invite. We have an invitation to possibly go. You can do it on a tour, a Walking Walt's Footsteps tour, and we would love to do that someday.
Oh, we would love to do that.
Yeah, we'd love to do it.
It's so fun.
I'm going to be honest. I'll probably get a little misty-eyed when I do it. So, yeah. Today I was filming a video, not a Star Wars Galaxy Edge video, but I was filming a video, and I was able to sit right where Walt was sitting. I was able to talk to him. And I don't even know why. I literally started to get, like, emotional. I told him, I was like, you guys can't film this. It's all
I hope they did film
so,
it.
yeah. Anyways, I would love to do that.
Okay. All right, this one's from
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter. All right, what is your favorite TV show to watch?
Oh, that's a great question. What is your favorite TV show?
So my favorite all-time TV show was Lost. It's gone, long gone. It was a long time ago, but that was one TV show that I was able to watch, get into, and I watched all the way to the finish. Usually I don't last with TV shows.
Yeah, mine was probably Arrested Development. I think it's one of the funniest shows that's ever been written, and I think it's so smart, and I love it. I think it's hilarious. I can watch it over and over and over again.
Chris loves that
I love
show.
that show. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question.
Okay. Amy G. Hi,
Amy G.
Amy just asked, how was Galaxy's Edge?
Oh,
yeah, it was
great.
wonderful.
It was so fun, Amy. We loved it.
Oh, we loved it. Yeah. Oh, you guys, yes, the picture
of
Austin is on the community board. I knew it was. I knew I'd seen it in there.
You can see that. You can see that picture.
Okay, so question for Austin, or from Austin again. Now I do have an answer to this, and you guys are going to see it. So Austin said, can Chris do a cartwheel in Galaxy's Edge? The first cartwheel of Galaxy's Edge.
I did it.
He did it.
I did it, guys. And it's for Frankie Jr., our newest Patreon member.
Platinum Patreon member.
Yeah, and I did it, and it will be coming out on Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Yeah, he will put it on Wednesday.
But I loved your suggestion of having it done Galaxy's Edge. It's like, that's perfect.
I did it right there,
Galaxy's
Edge. Okay.
Okay, these questions are from Brandon. Oh, hi, Brandon.
Brandon, how you going? Hey.
All right. What is
go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is your favorite treat or food from Galaxy's Edge?
Wow. So they have this thing called Landing Bay number 7. No, Launch Bay. Oh, sorry, Launch Bay number 7. And it's interesting. The food they have there, they put a little, what is it?
It tastes like you're on a different planet.
Yeah.
That's like the best way to describe it.
Yeah, so it tastes really good. It's different. But it's called like this Yondu... No, not Yondu. Yobodoko noodles. Yobodoko? I just made that up. No, and it's like shrimp and like these cold noodles. And I thought it was delicious. It was so good. And I can't remember the name of the dessert. They had this dessert. It was like a little chocolate ball and it had like chocolate inside of it. And then they had like a chocolate inside that. And then there was a little more chocolate. And then as you eat it, you're like, this is chocolate. It was so good though.
That's so good. That's so good. So at the cantina, they had...
Oh, the cantina.
They only have 2 snacks at the cantina.
Olga's, yeah.
Olga's Cantina. They only have 2 snacks. One is like kind of like chips with balls. I don't know. Dots. I don't know how to describe it.
It's like a trail mix.
Trail mix.
It's good, but it's not great. They had this one's called Olga's Provisions.
And then they had one that was jelly.
Yeah, Olga's Provisions.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like blue Jello.
Jelly with boba balls.
That was actually really good.
Yeah, that was delicious.
And it had some weird little pop rocks on top, so it kind of like popped in your mouth too. And when they brought that, and it's served in a Petri dish. So when they brought that out, I was kind of like, I don't know if I can eat that. It's in a Petri dish, and it looks like there's things in it, and there's like little crusties on top. I was kind of not going to go for that one. You guys know me, I love food. But I did it. I took a bite and I was like, oh, this is actually really good. So that was probably my favorite, was the Olga's Provisions.
Yeah,
that was my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good question. And then I remember your next question was it crowded? Is that right?
Disneyland busy or just Galaxy's Edge? Neither of them. Really.
Disney was not busy. It was
Ghost Town. I haven't seen that empty for years.
I've never seen it that. I haven't seen that empty in years and years and years.
Yeah.
I mean, for you guys are all Disney fans, so you know, Peter Pan was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the
marker. That tells you. Yeah.
Everybody has this crazy.
Yeah. But I loved it though. I really did. I loved it because, I would have loved to enjoy Disneyland as a ghost town, but we were in Galaxy's Edge. But I still enjoyed having it less crowds because it just, the whole the whole park just felt so
Yeah.
reverent.
Yeah.
I know I keep using that word, but it was just like
Yeah.
so special. Everything was so special. And even in Galaxy's Edge, not crowded. The reservation
Yeah, it's
reservation
great.
system is so good. They don't jam pack people in there. They make it so you can enjoy it.
Yeah, and Brian, I'm so glad because I know that you also listen to the.
There we go.
I'm so glad. I'm glad you like. It's kind of weird music, and I know you like Spoon a lot, which makes me super happy because I love Spoon.
He loves Spoon. He loves Spoon. All right, and the last comment was just from Jake G.
Jake
And
G.
Jake G was just stopping in to say hello.
Oh,
So
and
we have
Jake
a
G has been
question.
traveling. I love the photos.
Oh,
and
oh my
Uncle
gosh,
Bill,
I have
Uncle
to-
Bill has been doing that as well. I love it.
Uncle Bill is in Walt Disney World, and he did the Provost Park Pass logo
Yes,
there.
yes.
Love that.
Where
we
was the
saw-
one you did, Uncle Bill? It was like, it had like a Coca-Cola and the Provost Park Pass sticker, and you were overlooking something, but the glass table, it was glass, and it looked, so you could see straight down. I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna fall.
So cool. So cool. And then we got some awesome pictures from Washington, D.C. with the Provost Park Pass
Yeah,
sticker.
I love
I
that.
just barely, before he popped on, got a picture from Tyler. And Tyler is a firefighter, and he's got a Provost Park Pass sticker in his firefighter hat. So
I haven't seen that. No!
I'm going to message Tyler if you're listening, but I'll message you too and see if you can post that on the community board so people can see. So cool. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Thank you for making your little Provost Park Pass just travel
Yeah,
around
it's around the world.
and-
It's so great.
Yeah, we
You guys are the
appreciate
best.
it.
You guys really are the best, and thank you so much for your guys' support. You guys are fantastic. And give us more questions. We'll answer any questions you would like
And
us to
thank
answer.
you so much
Yeah.
for all of you guys that were doing super chats
Yeah.
for us to.
And if you don't feel comfortable asking a question on the community board,
Message.
then just message, and we could even give you an alias. I'll call you Tom Tom.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Bye,
good.
everybody.
You guys are awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.